If you have a Linux server with port 22 SSH open and your server is connected to the internet, there is a high chance that hackers or bots on the internet might be able to brute force you. With tools like Hydra or SSH to join, it is extremely easy to brute force a SSH login. So in this video we are going to be learning how to secure your SSH server. Let's get started. For the purpose of this video, I will be starting the SSH server on my Kali Linux, but the process is similar for any other Linux distribution. So first I'll open my terminal and make sure I have SSH enabled. If you do not have SSH enabled, type the command sudo apt install open ssh -server and press enter. After you have installed OpenSSH server, type the command sudo systemctl start SSH and press enter. Check whether SSH is running or not with the command sudo systemctl status SSH, and I can see SSH is now active and running. Now I can SSH into this Kali Linux from another machine. So before that I need to know the IP address of this Kali Linux. I will type the command IP space A and press enter. I can see under eth0 my IP address is 192.168.134 and my username is Farhan. And now I'm logged into my ParrotOS machine. I will SSH into the Kali Linux machine from this ParrotOS machine. So I will type the command SSH space the username, which was Farhan, at the rate the IP address of the Kali Linux machine, which was 192.168.1.34, and press enter. Are you sure you want to connect? I will type yes and press enter, and I can see a password is required. I know the password for my Kali Linux is very simple, 123456, and press enter. And as you can see, I'm logged into my Kali Linux machine. So by default, this is how SSH works, and this is how you SSH into a server. But as mentioned in the start of the video, this process of SSH into a server is not secure. So let's learn how to secure our SSH server. So now I'm back again in my Kali Linux machine. We have to edit the SSH configuration file to secure our server. So open the configuration file with your favorite text editor. I'll be using nano, so I'll type the command sudo space nano space /etc/ssh/sshd_config and press enter. When the file opens up, the first thing that we want to do is change the default port. We know that SSH runs on port 22, but so does the hacker. So we are going to change the port 22 to something uncommon. Next, we are going to change the address family. Right now it is using IPv4 and IPv6, so we are going to change it to only IPv4. Next, we are going to scroll down until we see permit root login. We are going to change the permit root login to no, so that the root user cannot log in via SSH anymore. This is for better security. Then we are going to scroll down until we see the password authentication line, uncomment it and change it to no. Now no one can log into our SSH server with a password. They need to have a public private key pair. Next, we are going to uncomment the line permit empty password to no. And finally, the last one thing is we are going to change the use spam to no and save the file with Ctrl+O at the same time in our keyboard and press enter. Then we're going to quit out of the file with Ctrl+X. Restart SSH with the command sudo systemctl restart SSH and press enter. Check whether SSH is running or not with the command sudo systemctl status SSH. I can confirm SSH is now active and running. Now let's try to SSH into Kali Linux again from our ParrotOS. From my ParrotOS machine, if I again try to SSH into the Kali Linux machine, I can see I get the connection refused error. It is because we have changed the default port 22 to our custom port. So if I try to SSH into the Kali Linux machine with the custom port, which was 8313 for me, I can see my connection refused error has been changed to permission denied error because I cannot log in with a password. We have to log in with our SSH key pair, so we can generate the SSH key pair with the command ssh-keygen space -t space rsa and press enter. I will keep the path default and keep on pressing enter. And now if I change to the SSH directory, I can see the private and the public key pair has been generated. We need to share this public key pair with our Kali Linux. Now there are a few different ways to share your public key, but we are going to be using the built-in SSH command. So type the command ssh-copy-id space the custom port, which was 8313 for me, space the username at the rate the IP address. Now it is asking for a password. This is the only time that you have to use a password. So I'll type the password. And now the public key has been added. Now we can SSH without our password. So this is how you can secure your SSH server. If you like this video and want to watch more content related to Kali Linux or ethical hacking, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.